Creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. Their house is a museum when people come to see them. They really are a scream, the Addams Family.
Neat. Sweet.
Petite. So get her with your shawl on, a broomstick you can crawl on. We're gonna pay a call on the Addams Family.
That is so awesome.
Good morning, Warwick and Orange County.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. That was great.
Good morning.
That was great.
You're listening to Team Addams Family. We are the Home and Mortgage Show, but today we are Team Addams Family. Woo, woo.
I love it. Oh, I'm going to have to get one of those.
Yeah, that whistle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good morning. I'm Michael Giannetto with Residential Home Funding, licensed loan mortgage loan originator. I lost my
Uncle Fester.
Yes.
You're just
I'm
Uncle Fester today. And I'm Morticia today.
That is so great. You know all those words,
That's
huh?
French.
Tisha.
You know all those words. Look at, he knew that.
Watching
That
him
was
every
good.
day for the past 50
Who didn't?
years.
Who didn't, right? Yeah.
Thank goodness Antenna TV puts them on now.
I remember watching on the TV with the bunny ears with a piece of tin foil, and you got to move the things to get the reception.
And I always used to have to put the antenna. I used to have to put the antenna against the wall with the tin foil and move it, and I'd scratch the wall. Did you ever do that? I got scratch marks. Yeah.
Those are great.
So
Could you imagine kids today if they saw something like that on a
they'd
TV?
They'd freak out.
Yeah,
they wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
There's
They
just so
love
used
it.
to-
It's got the highest ratings that more than it did back in the 60s when it was on ABC.
Really?
They just want to be able to watch things on their iPhone.
Yes.
That's all they care about. There's texting, iPhoning, Instagramming, and all that kind of stuff.
Well, happy Easter to all that
Happy Easter.
celebrate.
Yes.
But yesterday during Easter, we'll talk about our weekends, but yesterday during dinner, I have my nieces and my nephew, right? So my nephew's 22, my niece is 21, or going to be 21.
I saw the picture on Facebook.
Yeah, I have another one that's 15, another one that's 14, and they could not put their phones down. I made it a rule. I said no phones at the table during dinner, and they're like, they're trying to sneak it under the table, look at what's going on. I was having a heart attack, and they were like, the parents, my brother-in-law's, just wait till your kids get there, and I'm like, my kids are not going to be able to.
You say that now.
I know. Well, that's what their point was.
You say that now. You can't go without answering a text from me.
I'm pretty addicted myself. But.
And then you're texting me, and if I don't answer, you're like, are you there? Hello? Are you there? I mean, so you're going to tell your kids that they can't text.
That's my ADHD, though. How was your Easter?
It was really nice. It was stress-free, relaxing. It was a beautiful day yesterday.
Yes, it was.
It was a beautiful day. We have someone on the line.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's Alexis. How are you?
Hi, Alexis.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited.
Did you hear our music, our intro music?
I didn't.
Oh, you missed it. We played the Addams Family.
Oh, you guys are going to hear that a lot between now and Friday.
Yes, I'm sure. We're going to be sick of it after Friday night.
Snapping away there, yeah.
I should have brought in one of the swords. I could have.
They're in my car.
Right here.
They're in my car. I could bring them in. We can duel. Morticia and Gomez would do fencing in the living room. So I have those swords. So it's going to be a lot of fun on Friday night.
Yeah, we're very excited, Alexis.
How are we looking, Alexis? We're trying to beat Sullivan County, right?
We are. Sullivan County, actually, they netted $62,000.
Wow, that's solid.
Huge.
Oh, see, and Steve just left. We should have hit up Steve
Yeah.
before he left the station.
Is Steve going? Do you know if he's going
Steve,
to the
we know
occasion?
you're listening.
You got to call everybody now and really just hunker him down, get him moving.
Yeah. Steve, we're sending you a link as soon as we get out of here.
Oh yeah, so 62,000 net.
Yeah, that's
we have to
solid.
beat
Yeah.
that. That's pretty intense.
That is pretty intense. And Orange is a little bit of a smaller event than Sullivan. You know, this is the biggest event in Sullivan County. It's the only thing going on in March.
Don't say that out loud, Alexis.
It's a little different in Orange, but all of the money raised at the Orange Dinner does stay here in Orange County, specifically to help scholarship and provide programming for children of all economic levels, but provide scholarships for lower socioeconomic families so that their kids have a safe place to go after school and on weekends and during the summers and school breaks. So that's a great thing.
It's a wonderful thing.
Such a great cause.
And that's why we're pushing it so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no,
We're really
You
excited.
guys are great. I love rookie teams who
Rookie teams.
Rookie team. Well, I'm going to tell you, Pete Berman said you have to get these two. You're going to love them.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time.
We're up against some heavy hitters, though.
Well, you know what though? Those heavy hitters sometimes they're all flash before the event. So
We could flash.
I will be flashing, just so you know.
We could flash.
$20 for Michael to keep his pants on.
That's a good one, actually. I'm going to go around.
Threaten people. We can threaten people. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
but it's a lot of fun. You know, it's a great dinner. West Hills provides great food. It's a 4-course dinner. And then it is all kinds of entertainment. Of course, you guys will be fantastic. And all of your other celebrity server teams have been practicing dances and singing and lip syncing. And, you know, there's just so much going on. We kind of describe it as, you know, it's like under the big top.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
'cause
go.
it is definitely a circus.
So I know you had to make the stage bigger. Is that correct?
Yes, we had two teams who were practicing on stages they made and they fell off.
Oh no!
Well, some of the teams
Hopefully
this year
nobody got
are
hurt.
big.
No broken
No, I think
ankles.
they're okay.
All right, good. Now I can laugh.
No, some of the teams are big. RSR is big guys, but are 10, 11, 12 people.
Oh.
You know, you get some of these, you know, in Sullivan County we had a chorus line and we had a full chorus line.
Oh my gosh.
So down here we've got, you know, we have the Mans Ruin Roller Derby team.
I love them.
And they'll be on skates, which is pretty exciting.
Oh,
That
how
is pretty
cool
cool.
is that?
I'm going to have to trip them. I'm going to have to trip them to get to the next person
I
to
could
get
put
a
on
tip.
my rollerblades. I could put on my rollerblades and just like blend in with their
Yeah.
team and try and take their tips.
That would be
They'll never
funny.
know.
I'm going to tell you what, I'm willing to bet that the Morticia costume might stand out.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
They're doing cabaret, so unless, you know, Morticia's skipping it for a bustier, I'm not sure that
You never
you may wear it
know.
more than they will.
That's very funny.
Well, thank you guys so much. We're so grateful for the help and the, you know, everything you're doing to not only promote the event, which is so much fun, but, you know, but the Boys and Girls Club here in Sullivan, or Orange County. Oh my God, oof, I'm in trouble. But the Boys and Girls Club in Orange County, and, you know, we serve more than 3,000 kids every year, and we serve over 750 a day.
Wow.
And it's,
I didn't realize it was that big.
47% of them live at or below poverty, and that's, so we're the meal, and we're the homework help, and we're the first time they get to, you know, have a sleepover or go to a movie or go bowling.
yeah.
So
It's sad to think about, you know, that the things that are taken for granted by our children and,
Yeah.
you know, and so many
You don't
fortunate
realize it.
children, you know, it's such a great
Well,
cause
that's
to get
what we're
these
trying
kids
to
able
do
to
here.
it.
This is
well,
a huge,
they're very
huge week.
fortunate to have you guys because you give them that opportunity. So
Oh,
thank you.
thank
Well,
you.
let's
you're
talk about
behind
one
the
other
helm,
thing.
yeah.
Let's talk about one other thing, Alexis. So, you know, we were thinking about we ate for dinner. We met for dinner last week. A bunch of us that are doing this, and we were thinking, what can we do, you know, as part of the incentive for the tips? And we came up with a shot. And I don't know if you've ever had it.
Kids flow.
It's called the brain hemorrhage. Have you ever had that?
Wow, I've never had one of those. And I was a bartender in Ohio State.
That's pretty disgusting.
So it goes along with it's not disgusting. It goes along with the Addams
Janine,
family.
It's delicious.
That's right. It's
Well,
delicious.
My son would beg to
Yes.
differ.
So here's what happened. So it's peach schnapps, right, with Bailey's dripped in it. Okay, and so it's hanging in there because because of the different weight of the alcohol.
Sure.
And then a little grenadine is dripped in there like a blood.
Yeah.
Oh, my
It
goodness.
looks really cool, but
Yeah. So we let it sit on the table
While we were studying.
Yeah, while we were kind of figuring out what we were going to do. And then Janine's son, the young guy of the group, we said, come on, just do the shot.
Drink it.
So he did it. Well, it sat for a little too long. And it coagulated.
It was so disgusting.
And it was like cement, and he put it in his mouth.
And he had to spit it out. It was so gross.
That sounds like a cement mixer. I remember those.
Yes, I remember those too. And that's what it was like. It was like he literally almost like ran out of the restaurant. Yeah, to hurl.
Yeah, pretty nasty. So
it was very funny.
We don't want to do that to our guests.
No, they're going to be fresh. They're going to be nice and fresh
tequila
shots.
has the same effect, I think.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. I'm not a big tequila girl.
After one or two, anyway.
No.
That's what I said. I said people aren't going to know it after a couple.
Yeah, but when you're putting something in your mouth that's like yogurt.
Oh, yogurt. It's like cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese. You're going to want to hurl.
No.
No, so we're not going to do that. We're going to have some fun stuff for our guests.
Okay. Well, I am looking forward to seeing you in your costumes and all you have planned.
That's this Friday, actually.
Yes.
It's coming up so quickly. So quickly, this Friday. Well, we're really happy to be a part of this, Alexis. Thanks so much.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you for having us.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
All right,
Thanks,
have a great day.
day.
All right, bye-bye. So that was fantastic.
It was. But so that's the whole thing. Orange County's trying to beat Sullivan County in our fundraising efforts for these boys and girls. So I don't know. It's 62 is a lot
task.
to beat.
It's a daunting task.
But what we're trying to do is, I think there's 13 teams.
Yes, there's 13 teams. Correct.
So each team is having its own, competition. We're having competition amongst ourselves to see, which team can raise the most funds. So we'll talk more about that when we come back.
O'Keefe & McCann, one of the premier real estate law firms in Orange County, is happy to provide assistance to you whether you are buying, selling, refinancing, or you just need clear answers to your real estate questions. Now celebrating over 13 years in the Hudson Valley, William O'Keefe and Michael McCann will clarify the entire process of buying or selling your home. If your world feels like it's been turned upside down, call us. We can help. You will always receive prompt and definitive answers to all of your legal questions by telephone, text, or email. Remember, whether you're buying or selling a home or just need help in keeping the one you already own and you're just not sure where to turn to, call O'Keefe & McCann first at 845-615-8500. With 3 convenient locations in Goshen, New Windsor, and Port Jervis, they are always at your service. O'Keefe & McCann, the #1 law firm for all of your legal needs. They always have your best interest at heart. Call 845-615-8500 to set up a consultation or visit their website at o'keefe-mccann.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Nick Belasco, host of the St. Anthony Community Hospital Roundtable, heard every second and fourth Wednesday of the month at 8 a.m. Tune in to hear about the latest in health news from me and my guests here on WTBQ.
This is Dave Dirks, outdoor columnist for the Times Herald Record. Join me Saturday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for the Dirks Outdoors radio show. Each week, I'll have outdoor personalities from a variety of outdoor sports. That's the Dirks Outdoors show, Saturday mornings right here on WTBQ.
WTBQ.
And we're back. You're listening to the Home and Mortgage Show here on WTBQ. Feel free, give us a call, 651-1110. We're having some fun this morning. We are playing Team Addams Family this Friday at the Boys and Girls Club Celebrity Dinner Fundraiser. That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
And it's going to be at the West Hills Country Club. That's on Golf Links Road in Middletown. So you need to have tickets, though. You can't just show up. So if you're interested in getting tickets, give us a call.
Great event, I'm sure, to attend. Mm-hmm. And, of course, we would love for those that are fortunate that can donate. There's no amount that is too small.
Right. If you can't attend, we understand. But we're trying to raise as much funds as we can for the Boys and Girls Club. And so for Team Addams Family.
Why don't we put a challenge out?
We are going to. I think we should. I think we know you're out there. We know you're listening. So anyone who donates $25 or more, we have a pair of tickets under the pavilion to see Keith Urban at Beth Elwood's this summer. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's going to be a great time.
It's going to be a
I
great
wish I was
show.
going.
Well, you can't because we're giving the tickets away. So
That's going to be a great
call
time,
in,
really.
pledge your donation, come to the studio even, drop it off. Come to
Absolutely.
the station,
We would
drop
love
it
that
off.
while we're on air. If somebody could call in, make a donation.
Absolutely.
We'll be like the
That'd
Jerry
so
Lewis,
exciting.
the telethon that
We
Jerry
could.
Lewis
Hey,
used to
whatever
do.
we can do. This is the Boys and Girls Club. And I'm listening to like Steve Newhouse this morning, and everybody on the radio. And these kids are our future. You never
That's
know
true.
where the next county executive is going to come from.
That's
so
true.
we really, I'm all about the kids. I'm all about the kids because some of us adults are just lost causes already. So, so
That's great. Did you say that out loud?
yes, I did. That'll really get us some
definitely
big tips.
great. So we'll keep talking about that. We'll keep talking about the whole event is going to be great. So, we welcome it. We welcome the participation.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what we're doing is, look, I'm wearing short sleeves today.
I know.
You're
this
wearing
weather
short
is
sleeves
so
today.
beautiful.
No jackets, short sleeves. It's great. I think Easter is the official kickoff party.
It was this
to
year.
Spring.
It was this year.
And with spring comes those home buyers.
Well, let me tell you yesterday how nice it was,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we had, we have the little ones, and so we had the Easter egg hunt out front, right? So we fill it with candy and change and some money and, everything, hide them all over,
Change,
throw them
because
all
you're
over.
too cheap to put the dollar bills in. Change. Oh, look, a quarter. I can't even put it in a payphone.
We had like 100 eggs.
Oh, did you?
But yeah. So the best part was we had the kids colored eggs on Saturday night, right? And we had the hard-boiled eggs also. So we do the egg hunt, which is great. They're all running around. My nieces, my nephew, my kids, and so then we decided to do an egg toss contest, right? Except, of course, me, I'm a joker, right? So I get an egg that's not hard-boiled out of the refrigerator.
You would. You're so mean.
And
to
we
me,
start
Sean.
having an egg toss, and we wind up switching it with my
first of
my
all,
nephew.
why would you have an egg toast with hard-boiled eggs? That's like.
So they didn't break on anybody.
Well, what's the point of the egg
Well-
toast if you're not going to have broken eggs?
We were trying to make it somewhat clean.
Okay. All right.
So we have the egg toss. We switch it out, right? And my nephew throws at my niece, and my niece, it was like a line drive, and
no.
goes right at her. And if I tell you, this thing just exploded all over her. She was covered in egg. We have it on video. It was so
You would?
classic. It was a good time. It was a lot
Did
of
you
fun.
post it on Facebook along
No,
with all the other
no.
shameful stuff that you post?
I don't post shameful stuff. Only shameless plugs.
I'm only joking. We don't do our egg hunting days are.
Yeah,
my
well,
kids are
yours
getting
are older.
and- yeah, so it's not just candy anymore. I give little gifts. Because how much candy are you gonna have?
Oh,
And
please.
every year, now we've been really busy preparing for the Team Addams Family Show and all that kind of stuff. So, and I've been working 7 days a week. We color eggs every year, but this year I just got a little nuts for me.
Out of control.
So I had the hard-boiled eggs, but we never colored them. So my daughter had a friend of hers over, and I'm realizing it's like the last minute, and I have these white eggs. I'm like, girls. So I quick gave him a pack of markers, and I'm like, here, draw on these eggs. And they drew flowers and rainbows, and it worked out just fine. I saved on all those mugs and,
That's great.
and vinegar and all that kind of stuff, and they colored the eggs.
That's so
So it
funny.
came out really good.
Yeah.
And I made my Easter pies. Does your wife make Easter pie?
No.
I make
What's in
the
Easter
most
pies?
wonderful Easter pies. Easter pie is because we don't eat meat on Friday. So now, come Easter, we put like every kind of meat imaginable into a pie.
It's like shepherd's pie.
So it's better than shepherd's pie. Okay, so in my Easter pie we have ricotta cheese, mozzarella, provolone, hard-boiled eggs. Then we put sausage, pepperoni, salami, and ham, all diced up, and we put into this pie crust. And let me tell you, I could have probably made 7 pies, but I made mine that were like 15-pound pies.
Did you bring a piece for me, by the
No,
way?
actually I didn't, but I could stop off home on the way to the office.
I think that's a good idea. I gotta come get some.
I'm going to go get a whole pie and bring it to the office, so you can have it for
So
lunch.
how many
but
did you make?
I made 4, but it was the weight of like 7 pies because I was too lazy to make 7. So I just loaded up the 4, and they were like really high and thick. So I'm like, here, Ma, carry this to the table. I gave it to my mother-in-law. She's like, oh my gosh. They were really heavy. But it's a
sounds
whole
really
meal.
good.
It's a whole meal, and it is so delicious.
It's like a
when
stromboli.
you heat it up, and all
With
the
the
cheese
eggs,
melts
plus
with
eggs.
the meats. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, with the eggs. Really good. So
But you
I
keep the
made
eggs
that.
whole, though, right?
They're hard boiled, and you chop them up.
Oh, I've seen it with the eggs that
Yeah.
are actually in there.
Oh yeah, no,
without being chopped
no.
up.
We chop them up and I put them in. So we had that, and I made ham, and then I made a big pot of sauce with meatballs and prosciutto and sausage, and so you can't just make one thing.
Right.
You know, you have to make a lot of food.
Of course.
Yeah. So I'm good
And you're
for
going to be
leftovers
eating
this
it for a week. Yeah.
It's worth it. It's so good.
So funny.
It's so good.
Well, sounds like you guys had a good time.
But where I was going with this whole thing, as I'm cooking and as I'm prepping for the holiday, I got people texting me, we want to see this house.
On Easter.
Yeah. And the day before, we want to get in today. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, my goodness. No. What else do you say?
What do you do? So, especially everybody in my office, they were, we're away. We're
Right, you're
very
preparing,
busy. We're
yeah.
preparing. It's kind of tough. But some of these people were very adamant about seeing houses. So my poor Connie and Mary Ellen and some of the girls in the office were trying to run around. But, you got to separate. You got to have family time. There's family time.
It's a tough
so we had
day.
to make a cutoff. But some people, even yesterday, we're sitting down eating, and I'm getting text messages. Interested in
kidding?
this property.
Really?
I got somebody wanting to know about the land that I have listed in Monroe. And I'm, trying not to keep, I did not keep my phone. And that's why you texted me 8 o'clock last night. I didn't respond till 10 because I put the phone away for Easter.
I had it away all day, actually.
Yeah, I had it away. I had to. It's binging and dinging. And
Yeah.
I put it on mute and I put it away so it would be out of sight, out of mind. And we went outside.
Well, look, the good
had a
thing
really
is
good
that
time.
you have home buyers that are out there and people want to buy, and there's a lot going on right
well,
now.
because now the air has changed. Oh, it was chilly this morning when I let the dogs out, but this is so wonderful. This weather, you can smell it.
Yeah,
It smells
it's
so
nice.
good.
It's really
so
nice. It
now,
feels
because
good.
you can smell it in the air, the buyers are out. So, have you checked your credit lately? All right, let's get into that. Have you checked your credit lately?
I'll tell you a story about, I think it was last April or May, right? I got a referral. I checked the credit, right? And there were a couple of issues on the credit that had to be taken care of, and I referred them to a credit repair company that I'm very familiar with and has had very good success. And just last week, they called me and said, hey, we went through the process.
There you go.
Our scores are up to 6, I think it was like 670 something, and we're ready to look again.
Okay.
So the good thing is putting these people on this path and direction, to be a home buyer. And look, they're coming out of the winter and they're ready to go. It
Absolutely.
was perfect timing. It was great.
Absolutely.
And they got a good. I think their scores increased by over 80 points actually.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's just what they needed.
Absolutely.
It's just what they needed. But, unless you're checking and unless you're speaking with a mortgage lender in advance, creating some kind of a plan
Hold
for
on,
yourself.
not just a mortgage lender.
I'm sorry.
They're
the
supposed to call me.
The mortgage lender. Yeah, you have to come up with a plan. You can't just, I know a lot of people do that. They're on the computer, they're getting excited. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. But then when they're calling, they don't qualify just yet.
Right.
Things have changed.
And you
It's
know what?
not
A lot
like
of
it
people
used to
go
be
and they
years
get a
ago.
car loan,
Uh-huh.
right? They get a car loan, and the car dealership runs their credit, and they give them a score. Here's what your score was. Well, typically
But
the
they
car
don't give them
dealers
the
only
report.
right. They'll never give them the
And
report.
sometimes they don't
but they
even
only
share it
run
with them.
one
They
bureau.
just give them the loan and say, okay, here, this will be your monthly payment, because that's what a lot of people just care
Oh.
about. When they're going for a car, they just want to know what their monthly payment's going to be.
Exactly.
Many people do not even stop to think to ask, what was my score? What was my credit? Because they have a right to that. If they ran that report,
Right.
you have a right to that.
And
so
they
if you
have
bought
to
a
give
car,
you disclosures,
yeah.
actually. Yeah. but they
Yeah.
typically run one bureau, right?
Right,
So
not all
that
three.
could be the lowest of the three, or it could be the highest of the three, right? So somebody calls you and says, "Well, I just got a car loan, and here was my score."
Right.
You know.
How do they know?
Plus, a scoring model can change on a daily basis, depending on when a creditor may report to the
Yep,
bureaus,
that's true.
and what the balances are. They made another payment on a credit card, and the balance came down. There's so many different things, in those models.
A lot of variables.
Yeah.
A lot of variables to take into consideration. I know.
Absolutely.
So people don't know this. So again, I like annualcreditreport.com. I was playing around with Credit Karma.
Yeah, I've heard the commercials.
I did look at Credit Karma, seemed pretty good. I don't like anything where you have to put your credit card information in.
Correct. Annual credit report, you don't have to, unless you want the scores. They'll give you the free report and tell you
Right.
what's on it, but I think it's $15 or something for the scores as well.
I haven't done
but you
it
don't
in a
have to
few
sign up
years.
for anything.
No.
So
There's
you're
no
good.
free trial. There's no trial period of anything. You're not going to get automatically billed every month from
Right,
there on in
right.
for some kind of service. No, it's not like that. So I say, that's what people should have been doing over the weekend. They should have been looking on annual credit report to determine what their credit was if they didn't, if they didn't
Right,
speak to
see
anybody.
if they're ready.
Yeah, we met Ron at our expo. He's
Yes,
got a
Ron
plan.
Perry.
Ron has a plan. He came to us. He's like, all right, this is the plan. This is my goal, and let's work towards it.
He was one of the most well thought out plans that I've seen
But
in
that's
a
what-
very long time. I mean,
Well,
it was fantastic.
this is huge. You
he
can't
knew
just
what, where,
willy-nilly.
when, how.
Yeah.
He had it all.
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
a lot of people think that they're just going to wing it. You can't always buy a house by winging it,
Right.
So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Quality and professionalism are two words that describe Ultra Home Inspections. Fully licensed, certified, and insured, their training and skill will provide you with all the information you'll need to make an educated decision on your home purchase or sale. Ultra Inspections serves Orange and Sullivan counties in New York and Pike and Wayne County in Pennsylvania. Call 845-545-0960 or check out all their services by visiting their website at www.ultrahomeinspections.com. Master Pest Control is proud to be a sponsor of the Home and Mortgage Show. When the time comes to buy a house, you will be faced with a lot of important choices. Having a home inspection is a critical part of the process, so choose wisely. Masters Pest Control has over 30 years of residential pest control experience, and they work closely with Ultra Home Inspections. That means you get 2 inspectors for the price of 1. Better value, exceptional service. Consider Masters Pest Control. Call toll-free 877-656-2024. That's 877-656-2024.
Hey everybody, this is Rachel Ray. Join me today and every weekday with Rach on the radio. I'll have tips to save you money, celebrity chit-chat, and of course, food. All from the kitchen table of our Emmy Award-winning show, Rachel Ray.
Weekdays at 12:30.
I'm Sarah Kearns. Join me for Travels with Sarah on WTBQ 93.5 FM, discussing worldwide travel. WTBQ 93.5 FM, every Thursday at 11 a.m.
WTBQ weather.
Well, today will be warmer with plenty of sunshine and highs 65 to 70. Now into tonight, look for some more clouds late, lows 40 to 45. Increasing clouds tomorrow, a bit breezy. Highs do reach 70 degrees, but we could see some rain showers late in the day, and there could even be a rumble of thunder. Now Tuesday night, those rain showers end, lows 40 to 45. Then Wednesday, partly sunny, breezy, and cooler with highs in the upper 50s. From the WTBQ Weather Center, I'm Mike Mahalik.
WTBQ.
Welcome back to the Home and Mortgage Show. I'm Michael Giannetto with Residential Home Funding.
And I'm Janine Panarelli, broker-owner of Panarelli Realty.
Thank you for joining us again this Monday morning.
One more quick reminder. We're looking for anybody who is gracious enough to donate to the Boys and Girls Club. Our fundraiser is this Friday, and we are Team Adams family, and we're looking to donate to the Boys and Girls Club.
Absolutely.
So it's for
and
great
if you go
cause.
to our Facebook page, The Home and Mortgage Show, you can find a link on there that will take you right to the donation page. That would be fantastic and much appreciated.
Much appreciated.
Yes.
No amount too small.
That's right.
But if you do
But-
donate
yeah, exactly. You need the
$25 or
$25,
more,
right.
you are in
For
the
the
running
tickets.
for a pair of tickets to see Keith Urban under the pavilion at Bethel Woods this summer. How exciting
It's going
is
to be
that?
a good show.
He's
Is Nicole
he's
Kidman going to be there?
No. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say no, but you're not going to, you're going to see Keith Urban. He's one of the...
Does it have backstage passes?
He's a coach for the American Idol. Is not a coach. He's a judge.
A judge,
He's a
yeah.
judge for American Idol.
I don't watch American
I
Idol
don't
anymore.
I watch The
lost
Voice
interest
only because
years
who
and
don't
years
love
ago.
Blake Shelton? But just putting that out there. But Keith Urban, they're on, and Harry Connick Jr.
Oh, right.
How
He's
could
a
you
new
not
judge.
love them? They're judges for American Idol. So I just watch it. Some of the people are actually good. Some people not so much. But the coaches are great. So while I'm folding laundry,
That
my
was the best
mother-in-law
part of
watches
American
it.
Idol was watching all the pre.
The funny
the
stuff.
pre-show,
the,
right?
The
funny
auditions.
auditions.
It was
Yeah,
the auditions.
that was.
So my
What was that
mother-in-law
guy's
loves
name?
to
Remember
watch
that guy years ago? The guy. He had a funny song that he did. Chung
Yeah,
Lee or
yeah.
something.
She bang, she bang.
Yeah, I remember.
That is so long ago. I can't believe
That's
I
a
remember
long time
that.
ago.
He
That's like
did that Ricky
04,
Martin, He did
03.
that Ricky Martin song.
Yeah. That might have been the first season
did that.
in like 02.
But my mother-in-law loves watching that kind of stuff. So when I'm doing my laundry and she's watching it, we're critiquing, we're being our own judges. So it's a lot of fun. But yeah,
That is a lot of
again,
fun.
getting back to it, it's Team Adams Family this Friday night for the Boys and Girls Club. So make a donation. We really appreciate it. Go onto our Facebook page. Or if you go to thehomeandmortgageshow.com, I think I have the invitation on the homepage where you can click on it and get more information. So
Absolutely.
it's a great cause. But we're talking spring market. Spring is in the air. The air smells so good. Cars are coming out. Motorcycles are being unwrapped. So now it's time. I said they were hitting me up this weekend during the holiday weekend,
There's a lot
chomping at the
going
bit
on.
to go look at some houses.
There
So
was a
let's-
report I just read about the home starts improving.
Yep.
So that's increasing. Those are new home starts that the building, the new construction that are around the
Yeah.
country. That was up 2.8%. So some good
So
stuff.
it's good stuff. Yeah.
Did you see Claudia's?
I did not
ad
get the
this
paper
weekend?
yesterday. By the time I ran to the deli, they were closed.
Well,
They closed early.
Claudia Jacobs, as everyone should know, that she's on our Team Adams Family, number one.
She's playing
Cousin It, which is going to be hysterical.
She's going to be great. We love you, Claudia.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And she also does home staging and decorating. And she had
Well, let me
a great article about repurposing.
Trash to treasure can create charming decor. Well,
Yeah.
she should come over and look at my trash. And see what. Actually, I have these. See these
washboards?
the handy washboards. I have one of those.
You do
yeah.
it? Now you know what to do with it.
So-
You hang it on your wall.
And oh no, they made a medicine chest. They transformed it into a medicine
Oh, I
chest. Is
see,
what
I
she's
see.
trying to say. Yeah. So I know she has a staging class coming up next this coming Saturday at the Desmond campus at Mount St. Mary College. At 9
I'd love to
o'clock.
be sitting in there to see what kind of shape she's in on Saturday
Yeah,
morning.
it's at 9 o'clock Saturday morning. So for
Good
all
luck,
you
Claudia.
folks that are signed up for the class, she's going to be great. She's going to be great. We'll cut her off but like 9,
Yeah.
10 o'clock at night. We'll just cut her off knowing that
Make
she's
sure
going to be
she's
at the
like
class the next
bright-eyed and
morning.
bushy-tailed on Saturday morning.
Yeah, she's a great person, Claudia. So
So I
We're glad
did
to
some
have her on our
repurposing
team.
this weekend. I
You-
did an old patio table.
repurposing?
Yeah.
Yes. And so tell me.
So I had some dings and scratches and all these things, and I not dings, but scraped paint and things. And I took it, I sanded it down a little bit, and then I just repainted it. I spray painted it. It came out fantastic.
Could you do that for me? I
Absolutely
have some
not.
stuff. Absolutely not. I have some stuff that I need taken care of.
You have a
My
very
hu-
handy husband.
My husband's been
Put it on his
promising-
plate.
Yeah, he's been promising to make me a dining room table for 25 years. Because I'm like, we need a new dining room table. No, I'm going to make you one. 25 years I'm waiting for this dining room table.
That's classic.
Oh, yeah. Classic
That's
Mike.
classic.
Yeah. So I thought all Michaels were like that. So you did something?
I
No,
did.
actually, he's painting my bedroom. We're redoing the bedroom. So that's what he's been working on. So this is cool.
Yeah,
this is
it was
interesting.
very cool.
Very nice. Yeah, I missed the deli yesterday. So, but we're talking about getting ready. So we have buyers who are chomping at the bit. We want them to be ready. So in addition to checking your credit, there's things that you should and shouldn't be doing while you're looking for a home. So
Correct.
I know we have this list on our office, but we'd like to share it with our listening audience. So if you'd like to grab a pen and paper,
Absolutely.
we're going to be giving you some notes to treasure.
So there's a couple of things that you should really pay attention to when you're dealing with your credit, and you shouldn't do. And one of those things while you're shopping for a house is not go buy any new vehicles or lease any new vehicles.
Right.
Don't go open up any new credit cards. No store cards. Even if you're going to get 10% off, they
tempt
do.
you with that.
They do.
Oh,
It's
spend
20% today if you open the
today.
credit card.
Yeah, you could save $90. Yeah, but the interest rate is 21.5%.
Right. Well, do you know the average? I heard it on the radio this morning. The average interest rate or APR on a credit card is 21.99.
Didn't I just say?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the
I know my stuff.
You're a mathematician.
Actually, no.
Put your shoes back on. You were counting on your feet.
Smack you. We got rid of our credit cards. The only one I have is Kohl's. That's because they give the 30 off coupon. And I shop, so I wait till.
Hold on, you're giving bad advice right now.
I'm so sorry, but I love Kohl's.
I like Kohl's too, actually. But that's one thing that do not apply for any new credit.
No, don't do it. Bad. Don't do it.
Do not pay off any collections or charge-offs until you actually speak with somebody.
Right.
Because it could bring a negative recent rating or payment history to an old collection that may not have to be touched. And you don't want to damage the score because it can damage the score.
So you can have something, you can have a collection on your credit and still be able to qualify and move along nicely with leaving it alone.
Correct, depending on the dollar amount,
Right.
the total dollar amount of all the derogatory items.
Right.
So yeah, there's other things. Don't close any credit cards that you have because that might be helping you.
Going back to that, also you might need that money in the bank, right? If you take that money and pay off the collection, then you don't have it in the bank where you might
Correct. That's
need
another
that.
good point.
Yeah.
Right?
See.
You don't want to play around with the money like that.
Right.
You want to keep all the assets into an account, or in your asset statements.
Because then, you don't want to play
Right.
around
You might
with
want
the
to.
bank statement.
You might need it for the transaction or to have what they call post-closing assets or
Exactly.
reserves.
Okay.
Right. So not closing any credit cards. Don't overcharge on the credit cards. Leave them where they are. Don't go out and,
You
and start
want to
buying
go
stuff.
buy stuff. Spring is
and
here.
I had
Don't do
last
it.
year.
Don't do it.
I had a client that was about to close, and went out and spent, I think it was $2,400 on a store card and bought furniture for the house.
Yeah.
So, and he bought all this stuff, and all of a sudden it changed his debt to income ratio.
Well, what happens is, and I understand a buyer's way of thinking. We all do. They want to time their delivery of their refrigerator or their delivery of their furniture. We're closing on this day, and we want to, make sure all our appliances
and
the furniture
walk in and
is
be
delivered.
turnkey.
Yeah, when we're closing, so we ordered it in advance to make sure. No, don't do that.
Right,
Just,
don't do it. Is bottom
we
line.
have some egg crates you can sit on. Those milk cartons.
Yeah,
just
go get a
don't
blow-up
do that.
mattress.
Yeah, so we're going to, you know what, we need to take another break. So before we get back to this list, we'll take another quick
All right,
break and
sounds
we'll
good.
be right back.
Happy New Year! Now celebrate by gifting yourself and your family with a new kitchen and let the professionals at Hudson Valley Kitchen Design take your dreams and make them into a reality, from concept to installation and everything in between. Our well-trained, courteous staff will customize your new kitchen while keeping it within your budget. Start living the dream by calling 845-294-8242, and we'll have you cooking on your new stove in no time. For all the do-it-yourselfers, builders, and contractors, we invite you to our retail showroom located at 2713 Route 17M in Goshen. And please like us on Facebook at the Hudson Valley Kitchen Design. Call 845-294-9068. We will make your dreams a reality in 2014.
Hello, this is Ken Ford.
And I'm Mark Lang. Tune in at 10 a.m. every Friday to expand your financial knowledge as we discuss the week's economic events and how they impact you and your wallet on Wall Street to Main Street on WTBQ.
This is Sister Anna. Listen to The Garden of the Child, a story discussion time with students. Story develops listening skills and imagination. Saturdays at 11:10 a.m. on WTBQ.
WTBQ.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us. This is the Home and Mortgage Show. We're on WTBQ this morning.
Good morning. Good Monday morning.
Yeah. So we're going through our list of don'ts.
Yes.
Actually, this is more of a don't list. Right?
Well, no, there's some do's also.
Some do's? Okay.
Again, the last one I had mentioned, don't overcharge the credit cards, right? And don't enter into any credit counseling agreements that you think may help you. You know, these companies, they claim to just pay the principal on the cards, and they consolidate it into one monthly payment. And the problem is that they get the payment, they hold the payment, then they disperse their payments. They're usually late. And some of those are just not above.
And the money that you're giving
board.
them, you could give them like $500 a month. They might negotiate paying out only maybe $250 of that, and then they're keeping $250 for themselves. So why would you do that? Just take that $500 and pay it directly to who you owe. But don't do it without speaking to Mike.
Right. So a thing that you can do is you can join one of those credit watch programs. To what, like the Credit Karma is one of them. Mm-hmm. That's something you can do.
Did you notice, like, credit cards, I noticed on TV commercials, like Discover Card. You know, when you join with the Discover Card,
right, they're giving you your credit score.
They're giving you your credit
your
score
statement.
every month, and little things that might arise on your credit score, they give you, did you notice this? Did you notice that? I think they're luring people in with that.
Of course,
yeah.
Of course. You know,
it's
and it's good.
It's
good. People will get it. Mm-hmm. The problem is that, again, the scoring models can change on a daily basis from when the creditors report and what the balances
and
are.
how do you know where they're
and
getting
it could go good
from?
or better or worse.
Is it one bureau or all three?
Exactly.
What is making up that credit score that they're providing to their clients? I don't know.
And it's not going to, it would never make up the score. So they're going to give you one of those three bureaus, whichever one that they're running.
Right.
That's what it's going to be.
Gotcha.
So another thing that you should make sure you're doing is continue to pay all of your accounts on time. Don't stop paying, especially people that are refinancing. Some people have the notion that they can stop paying the mortgage during the transaction. Mm-hmm. Absolutely do not do that. Always make your mortgage payments on time.
Can I just mention, I've had in the past where a seller of mine, we were under contract, we're getting ready to close, they stopped paying their mortgage because they figured they were closing on their house, but what they didn't realize was they were buying. So it affected them on their buy.
And that's a big hit. That's a huge hit to the scores.
Don't do anything without speaking to your attorney. You have to keep paying your mortgage right up till the day that it's due.
Absolutely.
Pay every bill. If you didn't close on it yet, don't worry about it. We're going to get a final payoff right before the closing. So the figures can be adjusted.
Absolutely.
I just wanted
keep
to put
paying
that
everything
out there.
on time.
A couple of people did that and messed up their buy.
Yeah, so then just using your credit cards as normal, if your pattern is to go and buy gas and then you pay it off at the end of the month, or buying some groceries and pay it off, you can continue to do that.
Right.
That's good for the usage and just to show the overall pattern. Mm-hmm. And then the last thing is, number 10, is make sure that you keep in contact with your mortgage person or professional of what you're doing and how it's going, and make sure you're informed about your whole credit situation.
But you touch base with your clients on a regular basis. So if they're not calling you, you're calling them. Hey, what's going on? What's
Absolutely.
new?
Absolutely.
What have you done lately?
I always like to keep in touch because I want them to know that I'm there, I'm around if they have any questions.
Have to, because it's a team effort.
It is a team effort. It is a team effort, and there's a lot going on through this transaction. A lot of people that are involved in it, and especially for first-time home buyers. Actually, it doesn't even matter. These could be existing homeowners that are buying again and they haven't bought in 10 years, and this is a drastically different environment that we're in.
It's a totally different game now.
So there's a lot going on, and
Yeah. So you have some.
I do. I have a little thing here. So I know you have this on your phone.
Yes,
but
I do.
You can get it on the computer or on your phone. This is a mortgage calculator of mine. That's my own app that gives you a lot of information that you can figure out what mortgage payments are for you. And it'll also give you some guides and some interest rate information and news and just things going on. It's very simple to use. So if you have a pen and paper, you could write this down. It's http://michaelg.mortgagemap with 2 P's.com. And that allows you
mortgage map with 2 P's.
Correct. So http://michaelg.mortgagemap.com, and it allows you to put it right on your phone or your computer. And if you're trying to figure out what you can afford or what the payments would be, right there it has it at your fingertips.
That's good to know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fun. It's also very fun to do.
Yeah, absolutely. To see how much in debt you're going to be for the next 30 years.
I remember when I bought my first house, we kept doing that. But, it's interesting. Sometimes, the more money you think by putting an extra $5,000 down or $10,000 down, it's going to change your payment so drastically that it's going to make a world of difference.
Right. It doesn't.
And it doesn't. So you can play around with that.
Which I like to have these conversations with a lot of the realtors that I deal with, because when a client is negotiating, right, I always ask them, how much is the house listed for? And they tell me, right, and then I say, what are you willing to pay for this property, right? And then they give me a number, and I tell them the difference between that and that listing price, if you were to pay full listing price, is if it's $10,000 as a difference, is only $50 per month. I don't think people realize that it's so marginal as a difference that when they're negotiating back and forth, a lot of people get stuck on the the principle of it, versus
if you really
the practicality.
love the house and it's look, fair market value is dictated by the buyer. It's what a buyer is willing to pay for a particular property. And if they're just not willing to go that extra $10,000, $20,000, whatever it is, because they're being stubborn or whatever, because when we're taking them out, we're providing the comps.
Right. And I'm not saying not necessarily they should be paying more.
Right.
Just
we're showing the comps, and sometimes the comps are at X, and the buyer's like, no, but I want to try and get it for this.
That's still the notion of the whole buyer's market.
Exactly. Yeah. But we're
things are good right now, right? The inventory's hitting.
It depends. It depends who inventory is slowly coming. Yeah, slowly coming on. It depends who you're representing. I always say this: whether you're representing the buyer, you're representing the seller. You have to do what's in that client's best interest, whoever you're representing. So. Of course, we're always trying to get the best.
It's on the listing side, right? If you're the listing agent, it's your fiduciary responsibility is to get the highest price you possibly can for that property for the seller.
But the lowest price
for the buyer.
Right. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. So.
But it's definitely getting busy.
Oh
right?
yeah.
I started to get very busy.
Easter
last week.
They're dinging my phone left and right here. So it's
good. Maybe people are. They're coming out of the out of the woodwork right now with.
It's the warm air brought them out, like the termites.
They're doing a lot of the spring cleanup,
when the termites are coming, the warm air, that warm day. Not saying that buyers are termites. I'm just saying the warm air brings out people on motorcycles. It brings out people cruising around. It's a whole different mentality. We're out of the house. Right. We're just out of the house. That's smelling that fresh air.
Open up the windows, let the wind blow, and now
we have to drain the cover on my pool.
You don't have a pump for that?
Well, we do, but we still have to.
Mine's
do
almost
it.
Done.
Yeah.
I've had it in there for a few days.
No, we've been too busy painting. I'm trying to. Did I tell you what we did?
Obviously not.
We got a king size bed delivered.
Yes, you did tell me that.
We got it delivered on Friday. So can I just tell you, honey? I love you, but Okay, so this bed is so huge. There's room for other people. Not that I want other people in my bed, but I'm just trying to show you how big it is. It's huge. So I turn around and he's gone. He's all the way on the other side of the bed. It's great. I've been sleeping so good the past couple of nights. I'm telling you, 25 years I've been doing without a king-size bed. I got a king-size bed, and I'm just just in heaven. Hallelujah.
It's great. I've had a king-size bed for a very long time, actually. And it's
never did.
It is the best. And when before we were married, we even had a king-size bed. And,
Seriously?
And I had 4 cats at the time, and they slept all over the bed. And you'd be contorted as you're sleeping.
I never did.
Now my kids jump into bed.
Even when we go away on vacation, somehow we always got the the queen-size bed. We never had a king-size bed. This shouldn't even make queens. Unless you're a single person. This thing is amazing.
It is.
It is amazing. So I just wanted to say that's,
And anytime you get a new bed in general, I mean, your sleep, you go into it, it's plush, and you sink into it.
It was really good. So I feel like I had a little mini vacation the past few days because I've been sleeping in a king-size bed.
That's great.
Yeah. So speaking of vacations, I did plan mine.
You did?
So I'm just warning you now for the first time on air. I won't be here June 23rd, that Monday.
All right.
We're going back to Tennessee.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
look
going
at you.
we're definitely hitting up Nashville this year. So I'm very excited.
You're driving?
We're taking the motor
Taking the
home.
camper?
We're taking the motor home.
Your cousin Eddie from
Eddie.
vacation. That's all I picture.
That's awesome.
Clark, I'm here.
No, that's awesome. So we're going back to Tennessee. I loved it so much.
I've heard you're the
And
second person that has talked very highly of Tennessee.
Yeah, and when we went last year, we didn't make it to Nashville. So this time we're going to Nashville.
That's great.
And I'm probably going to reach out to my new friend Tim Hadler, who was on WTBQ last month with his new song.
Right. You told me about
Canyon
that.
Creek. So we're going to reach out to him, and maybe he'll be up there performing too, so we can hook up with him in Nashville.
There you go.
So that'll be really nice. Yeah. So I'm going to reach out to Tim
That's a
Hadler.
fun trip.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And as a matter of fact, he has a lot of acreage where he lives in Missouri, where they have him and his wife take care of vets who have PST, post-traumatic stress disorder. And this PTSD, how do you, is that it? And this Saturday, after the Addams Family show, there is a car and motorcycle show up in Pine Bush for the same cause, to raise funds for vets who have PSTD.
Oh, that's great.
And I'm going to try and see.
You riding your motorcycle, or are you taking the car?
Taking the car. So we're going to see how early I can get up Saturday morning after Friday night. So we'd like to get out there. It's a great cause.
What do you have? You have a Sportster, right? What do you have? Your motorcycle?
Oh, we have a couple of motorcycles.
Yeah, don't you have your own? You have your own, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you have a Sportster?
No, I have a Virago.
Oh, that was my first motorcycle.
Was it really?
Yes.
I love it. It's
that was my
burgundy.
first motorcycle.
I know. It's
I miss it. I wouldn't do it now, but
be careful of the potholes and the gravel. It's tough to ride now. It makes me nervous because a lot of people are texting and they're not paying attention to the roads. And when you're riding your bike, now my husband's bike, this thing is like bop, 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 bop.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
that's
really,
what mine was
really
like.
loud.
My Harley was like.
It's really loud. So, I mean, he's coming. You look up when he's coming because it's so loud. Mine isn't so loud. And I don't think that I want to ride it knowing that if you're these kids and people are texting and not paying attention to where they're going, if they don't hear me coming. It's a little crazy these days. Yeah, it's a little crazy. So I think we're going to sell the Virago, but we're going to keep the one with the pop, 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 because you can't, it's huge. Yeah, that's it. That's what it does. I mean, this thing is insane.
Can I tell you about? I had a Fat Boy.
1800. I love it. It's huge.
I had a Fat Boy, and it was a '93 Fat Boy. It was custom painted purple. It was chrome everywhere. I put Carlini straight bars on it. This thing was unbelievable. I absolutely loved it, and wound up selling it to buy our first house and get married.
Well, see?
And my
I'm
wife
not the
said,
only
don't
one.
sell it because you're going to regret it and you're never going to get another one.
We're not the only. I was the opposite. We had a '69 Camaro. I told my husband to sell it because we needed to buy the house. So we have similar stories.
Yeah.
But so
Very funny.
we have. We're very excited this Friday.
That's right.
We're really excited.
The Boys and Girls Club
I'm off in my
of
clipping.
Walkill. And please donate if you get the opportunity at the Home and Mortgage Show on Facebook. And we're really looking forward to it. And I'm Michael Gianetto with Residential Home Funding. You can reach me at 845-496-0836.
And I'm Janine Panarelli, licensed real estate broker and owner of Panarelli Realty. 651-1776. Give us
Have
a call
a great
if you want to
week.
donate.
Sweet.